Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunday, and today we're going to receive a special guest. He's a graduate man, a business advisor, and an entrepreneur. So he's a very, very great man, and I'm so proud to talk with him today, to receive him. I hope we are going to learn a lot about him, about what he's doing, and he's going to tell us how we can also improve our life as entrepreneur in what we're doing in our lives. So I hope you're gonna enjoy. So let's introduce him. So now we have our guest. So welcome.
Thank you.
So just tell us about you. Where are you from? What are you doing? What's your current status? So just tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, so I'm actually Rick Arnold Decimo. I'm from Cameroon. I come from a family of four. Um, I graduated from electrical engineering here in Germany, and I happen to be an entrepreneur, business advisor, and also an investor. So that's a little bit about myself.
So how do you switch from graduate as electronic engineer as now business advisor? What is the relationship between the two of this thing?
Basically, when I first of all came to Europe, I was studying international business management. So I always dreamt of becoming a banker.
Yeah.
And I love the way bankers have their customer service representatives at the top of the valley. And I admired the way they were handling customers, and for me, it's something I really wanted to do. So I had in mind to study electrical engineering and then transfer into the commercial side of engineering. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So you're actually now graduate as electronic engineer, but what are you doing now? So
I'm an entrepreneur, meaning that I'm in the field of opening the business. So we have actually a company called ACG. It's AIG Consulting Group. It's a consulting group that has partners from Europe, Asia, and also in Africa. So we have a team that is, full of talents, and that's what we do.
So ACG is your company right now.
Correct. Yes.
What are you people doing?
We take in requirements from customers, be it for web development, mobile applications, digital transformation topics, business strategies, and also we intend in the future to launch out solutions in the area of cybersecurity. So in the field of, for instance, health, retails, or again, you name it, HR, because we realize that sometimes these fields have tendency or discrepancies, and we want to find a way to solve these problems.
Wow, great. So where do you come out with this idea to build a business like this?
Yeah, so the idea actually comes from 2016. I was in the dorm room. The dorm is usually the rooms where students are. And I think in the evening I was just meditating and thinking about what one could do. And ACG, actually, the idea was initially AIG learning. I wanted to go into produce a kind of logistic solution that would help customers to find themselves at different times on different continents with an application. And this, I was in touch with a Canadian professor from my university, and we found a way to start the project. But upon consulting other professors, I realized that it was going to take me more time to do that as a student. And 4 years afterwards, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic, I felt it necessary, because then we're all at home, to start with the idea, and that's how we started.
Oh, that's great. So how is this going now? How is your business going now? So how many people are you working?
We have a team of I would say relatively maybe 8 people, and we sometimes encounter problems with understanding the requirements from the clients, and also with the pandemic stuff. We have situations usually with the government, some restrictions and things like that. But nonetheless, we have a structure of home office where we wanted to get a company spot, like an office.
Yeah.
But then we realized that it's going to take so much money, and this was not necessary, although they gave us a discount initially of 18%. So we're going to pay 2,000 euros per month. But then when we discussed in the team, we realized that this is not what we want. So everybody said, okay, we do home office, and then we present the results in an agile way on a
Wow.
day
So
to
you just tell us about a little problem that you encounter now with the issue of COVID-19.
yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So, but it didn't stop you from going forward with what you do. People are doing right now.
Absolutely not. We
Absolutely not.
actually looked at it as a possibility because when we talk about digitalization, I have a concept I'm trying to put in place called digitalization or pandemic digitalization, which means finding a way to always have your business move forward, even in times where you have pandemic.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. So, is there anything that you are regretting?
I think nothing for now, at least before, yes, but absolutely not now. I don't think there's anything that I'm regretting. I'm completely fine. Yeah.
So, but you just now tell us what that you regretting it.
I think to have started initially.
Why do you regret?
I regret that I didn't start initially because when I was talking about this professor from Canada, we had the opportunity to start the project, but it was in the area of logistics. So we wanted to find a way of having the clients being tracked. You know, all the e-scooters we now see, these ideas that were already in 2016. And the idea was that I wanted to have an application that could help the client if he gets, let's say, to New Zealand and he doesn't know anybody, to track his journey from arriving at the airport to going to a hotel without having any issues. So he can easily find his way and route and print out his tickets because now we're seeing everything that we actually taught in 2016 going on right now. So if you check DB Band, you always obviously have the time to print out your ticket or have your ticket being placed to you. So I believe that's something that we should have started initially.
So I see now that you are coming from very far and you are now well placed in the business.
Correct. Yes. So we actually took time to analyze. When I say we, I prefer to give credit also to others because it's not a one man's job. We took time to analyze in a very brilliant team what could be the possibilities, and I, on my own side, with experiences already had with customers, from working in hotels or working with people on one-to-one, and sometimes even freelancing. I could understand what the client's psychology is always what he's always looking for, and this helped us a lot in building and achieving those areas. Yeah.
Wow, great. And what is your motivation?
The motivation lies actually in leaving something that is significant for humanity. We have Warren Buffett. Just to tell a story about him. Uh, when he started the idea of stock exchange broking and everything, investors, you know, all this range, and you see that most of them in their age range they are the same in the US. They started out of passion, so it was a growing passion in them, and it was never for the profit. So they wanted to have something, a legacy that they would leave. And I believe that once you have a passion, you should go for the passion because that's the only thing that will help you to get up early in the morning to go and achieve results. But if there's any other thing, perhaps if you want to get a job, salary, and everything, it's also very good. But if you have something else that is kicking you from within, that okay, you can actually do this and you'll be fine. Yeah, go for it.
So your motivation comes first from your passion. So you are passionate
Yes.
about what you are doing right now.
Correct. Yes.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
So what is your advice now to the young people who want to start something, start business?
For young people, they first of all should realize that they're strong, that they have the capacity to do something. Sometimes we see young people coming from broken homes, or probably they didn't have so much of that they were not fortunate enough. But the truth is, if you start something, you get something.
Oh,
If you don't start
right.
anything, you don't get anything. So,
that's
for instance, Nike.
completely right.
Exactly. You have Nike, which is it's a brand, you know, and they focus mostly on athletes. If you see Nike, they never almost do anything related to a product or shoes or whatever. But they focus on the athlete. They try to inspire people through the athlete. So the athlete must have trained. We have not seen the push-ups. We have not seen the hard times they've been through. But obviously, we see the results at the end of the day. And what Nike does is that they promote those talents and they show us that it's actually possible. So for the young person, you should first of all realize that it's possible and you should get something started so that you can have something.
Wow, that's great. Great advice. Great advice. I also noticed a lot about what you just saying right now. That's very great.
Yeah.
So, just tell us, do you have any plan for future? What is your plan now? What are your business are planning to do in the next years or maybe 5 years now?
Yeah, so basically we're trying to, when I say trying, I mean we're still convincing ourselves that we can go forward and what we already have as a result. And one of the ideas is that we have a lovely continent, Africa, that has a lot of potentials. We have Rwanda that is booming in terms of investors and investments and things happening there, Kigali. We have big economies also like Nigeria. We have big economies like in Ghana as well. And we are aiming to have diversifications and also capturing our own data. So we have basically companies like ABB that have data centers. We have companies like Fujitsu that have data centers. We have big brands, and we want to have a transfer of knowledge that would help in an ecosystem like ours, and also at the same time help give employment to our brothers and sisters out there. So that's something that we're projecting, and this will come definitely with the age of data management, cybersecurity, and solutions that would help to advance this cause. Yeah.
Good. So thank you.
Thanks.
It was a great pleasure to have you today. I think we learned a lot today.
Yeah.
We learned a lot, and we are going to do a next episode about this young man because he have a lot to say about what he's doing, and I think this is just the start of this adventure because we are going to have in many times, and you're going to explain us a lot of things of what he's doing or how to, and you get same result or better result. By just learning from him because I think he's a great entrepreneur. He just started a great business now, and so I really believe in what he's doing. That's why we also have him today. And so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. So thank you guys.